Voting wrapped up this afternoon in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana.
Many places had some long lines, but especially Clermont County here in our area, where voters waited a couple hours to cast their ballots. Local 12's Alexa Helwig has that story live for us this evening from Batavia. Alexa, good evening.
Kyle, Paula, early voting here in Ohio ended at 2 o'clock today, and as you can see behind me here, there are still some people in line in Clermont County. If you got in line by that time, you could still cast your ballot. Yesterday, people waited about 3 to 4 hours to get inside the building, and today it wasn't much different. The director tells me Clermont County's lines were likely the longest in the region, so I asked why. Take a listen.
Early voters in Clermont County had to practice patience on their final day to vote early. Hundreds lined the block. It even wrapped around the next street. Voters are energized for this election.
There's a lot of things going on, and it just felt really irresponsible to not be paying attention and do this really simple thing.
Julia Carney is director of the County Board of Elections office. Early voting numbers are up, and she says more people are coming out in the final days.
In 2016, we had about 10,500 people vote in office. As of yesterday, we already had 16,000.
Charmaine Noel is one of those voters. She was born and raised in the UK and became a U.S. citizen just before the last election.
I think it's important to vote because I worked hard for the right to. Normally I wait till voting day, but I have 4 kids, and I knew the lines were going to be long this year, so I decided to come today while they're still in school.
The early voting center in Clermont County is small. New social distancing requirements are slowing down the process. She says moving the early polling location to another building was not an option.
Due to the cybersecurity requirements, we probably have the highest requirements of any county agency, so we couldn't just pick up and move to a vacant, shopping space, in the mall or something, because our server's here and we have to be connected to that.
Even though early voters had to wait nearly 3 hours, Noel says it's worth it.
I decided to stick around anyway because I've been waiting for this day for 3 months, and this year is an important year, I feel like, more than any year previously.
Although the lines were long here today and the past couple of days, there weren't many complaints from voters here on this final day of early voting. They tell me they're energized and they would rather fill out and cast their ballot in person. We're live in Batavia. Alexa Helwig, Local 12 News.
All right, Alexa, good perspective there. Thank you so much.